Hey everybody, today I'm drawing a cartoon about President Obama's trip to visit the King of Saudi Arabia. If you recall, last time that President Obama visited the Saudi king, there was a lot of hubbub on Fox News about how he bowed to the Saudi king and how that was so bad. So, going off of that, I'm going to draw uh, President Obama kissing the Saudi king's butt, and this is because he has vowed to veto the legislation in Congress, bipartisan legislation that would allow 9/11 victims to sue Saudi Arabia because of Saudi Arabia's support for the 9/11 terrorists. And I would like to see that bill pass. Saudi Arabia threatens to sell all of their $1 trillion of assets in the United States in order to keep them safe from lawsuits if the bill passes. And my feeling is, all right, let them do that. So, Obama is the bad guy here. You're kind of getting a series of more conservative cartoons in a row from me. That does not mean I'm more conservative. It's just that I don't. And this is a bipartisan bill. This is just an anti-Obama cartoon. So let's get going here. Oh, my colors are strange today. I apologize for that. Let's see what we can do here. Make this look a little more correct. A little bit of odd stuff going on, huh? Oh, that's a little more. Make a little more sense. This was my rough sketch for this one where I decided to make it much less wordy. Use that to set up my focus. I'm sorry, there's just so darn much technical hoops I have to jump through every time that I do a cartoon. Focus, focus. More contrast. Less brightness. Well, maybe you can see that. Hope so. There's a little more sharpness. Alright, close enough. That's the best I'm going to do. That's what we got today. Alright. So, folks, please comment. And I'm going to be drawing for about an hour and 10 minutes. Hopefully that's enough to get this done. I have on my other screen in front of me a page full of Saudi King Salman. And that's Abdullah down there. These are Salman on the top row. So he's got to wear his long robe. You don't really see his full figure and his feet very much, do you? He always wears a kind of a... I guess I can make him wear white. You want Saudis to wear white, don't you? But they don't have to. They've got different colors. He wears black a lot. Have to think about that. Well, alright. Think about that a little bit later. At this point, I don't have to think about it. So, this will be King Salman, and he will be lifting his skirt to make his ass available to kiss not a skirt, I guess. I don't know the name for what they wear. Long Arab robe. There's his butt. And he's got, I guess, a double thing on his head. Top goes like that. So people are quiet today. I've got to run off for a meeting at 6, so I've just got an hour on this. I might not finish it. Tato Turtois, nice to see you here. I think you're a new one. Bear Edwards, nice to see you back. So far, I haven't done anything yet. His ass needs to be bigger. And then I should have started him over here because I won't have enough room for Obama to fit in and kiss. That goes like that. Bear Edwards. Today, Obama is meeting with the King of Saudi Arabia. And Saudi Arabia is very concerned about this bipartisan bill that is going to pass Congress that Obama says he will veto, that will allow 9/11 victims to sue Saudi Arabia for their financial support of the 9/11 terrorists. And Saudi Arabia threatens to withdraw all of their $1 trillion of assets from the United States in case this law passes, in order to protect it from being tied up in court. So Obama is doing the bidding of his Saudi masters. And that is what today's cartoon is about. I have not yet started to draw Obama kissing the Saudi king's butt. I'm guessing Saudi king will not care for this cartoon, and probably neither will Obama. And our site is already banned in Iran and Pakistan. Perhaps it's also banned in Saudi Arabia, or it soon will be. All right. Now, you see, since I started him off way over here by accident, didn't leave room for Obama to kiss his butt. So Obama needs more room. We'll fit Obama right here. So here's the butt. And that arm goes there. Where Obama's head has to go. We'll be kissing with those lips. That kind of interferes with this other hand a bit, doesn't it? So he's got to have his back curve around. This is a funny position for both of them. I'm usually just drawing people that stand around or sit around and talk to each other without doing odd positions. So perhaps this one will require more thought than I anticipated. And here, Obama says, no worries. We won't let 9/11 victims sue you. This is my microphone getting into the picture. Yikes. All right. Now I need to put more thought into the way the cloth wrinkles because there's so much folding and creasing going on here, and I haven't thought that through Obama's head very much. Omaz. Have you been here before, Omaz? Nice to see you here. Oh, you have. So have you already done me as a follow? I do need the follows. Obama will be much improved when I do the drawing on top of this. This is just the layout. Just the layout. My camera's getting screwy. Sorry, folks. Here, let me fix the... Oh, dear. It's a mess. I have everything taped together here. Let's see if a little more tape will fix it. There. Good fresh bunch of tape. And I will see if I can repair this. Hey, thank you for the follow. I do appreciate it. There, I think that's it. That's a little better. It's a lousy looking Obama as I look at it here in this context. So, hey, Divinations, thank you so much for the follow. Now I've got 297. 3 more, and I'm over 300. Quicker is Sparta. Okay, nice to see you here, Quicker. Thank you for your follow 6 days ago. I appreciate that. Well, I'm not doing very well at staying on the paper, am I? That's why this is a rough sketch. You just roughly end up wherever you are. 300 movie reference? Is there a kissing the butt thing in the 300 movie? I'm not familiar with this. No, this is just a kiss butt. Nothing, nothing that's a movie reference. All right, now King Salman here. Well, I don't want this to go that high, so this speech balloon has to come down because I need to be more horizontal. Oh, my follower number close. Oh, I got 300 now. Ha ha ha! Terminus 1961 and Chip Whitehouse and Smitty McWet Biscuits. Thank you all so much, gentlemen. I do much appreciate the follows. Okay. No worries. We won't let, I'm going to do this on 2 lines, 9, 11, victims sue you. That's because the more tall a drawing gets, the less it wants to fit into that hole that the editors leave for it. And it gives me trouble. His legs need to come down to here. And I'm not happy with the way that his Arab robe is hanging. So that has to change. He could actually come a little bit farther away, and that would widen it out. Alright, let's do that. This is going to be a very messy cut and paste rough, but what the hell. Gotta do what you gotta do, huh? Excuse me. So he needs to go there. There. Does that look right? Put this piece of paper under there. Quite right. So there, there. So he's going to be leaning out that way. Yeah, that's better. Now, his robe coming down this way. This comes around. Let's see what happens with his neck thing on his back. Oh, it just hangs around the front and it's extra long, so you can come up that way and it just kind of hangs down the front. Does it have any fringe on the end. I am Pendragon. You're a new fella here. Nice to see you here, Pendragon. Shouldn't George W. Bush be in front feeding the Saudi grapes? Boy, the Bush family made their fortune off of kissing up to the Saudis, didn't they? All of them, including silly brother Neil and Papa. Okay, how much? What does his nose look like from the front? I think it goes down longer, more like that. So Pendragon, come, give me a follow. I need a follow. All right, I think I can work with this. I'm gonna have to fix some things. As I'm drawing it. Oh, face pen. Okay, very good. Well, thank you for following. I appreciate it, Pendragon. Follower on both accounts. Good. Yeah, I'm hurting for followers. But it's nice to have you guys here. Alright, do I want a caption here? Caption would be Bowing to the Saudi King Part 2. Presuming people will remember the Part 1. I'm not sure they will. Alright, I do have more stuff to figure out this time than I usually do when I go to finish. As you might guess, I'm in favor of this bill to let the 9/11 victims sue and declassify that 28 pages of the 9/11 Commission's report. Any tips on cartoon lettering? Yes. Biggest tip is don't use a computer font. That just, unless you do it really well, it looks really crummy. And people don't seem to see that, or they're too self, what should I say? Too much low self-esteem on their lettering for them to notice that you need to letter, because anybody can do a computer font, and the value of being a cartoonist is that stuff comes out of your hand and it looks different than all the other crap that everybody can do on a computer, because it is you. And you know, our drawings have value now because all the stuff in the friggin' world comes from the computer, and we're used to that. Tato Turtois. Oh, right, 9/11 or 7/11. Yeah, Trump did say that. That was kind of funny. But that's not what this cartoon is about. Pleased with one of his eyes. I'm getting the sense that maybe this drawing's going to be some trouble. Oh, you like it? Well, thank you, Tato Turtois. I appreciate the kind words. His lips need to be better. Hello, Games562. Have you followed me yet, Games562? I do need the follows. Oh, that's a better kisser. Much better. I'm not getting the usual Obama mouth position, which is good for defining him as a caricature, when he has to have the kissy lips. Well, Games562, I'm drawing Obama kissing the butt of the King of Saudi Arabia. Kissing the butt. You know, the stream is looking blue. Thanks for pointing that out, Pendragon. I'm having issues today. Let's try that. How's that? A little better. fix the focus a little more too. It's a little better. A little bit better. Tiny bit better. Wee bit better. Well, that's about the best I'm getting right now. We'll try some more sharpness. A little more contrast. A little less brightness. Maybe that's better. It's the best I got for now. Sorry, folks. Totally random. Sometimes Obama is totally random. Okay, so that comes up there. And we'll have his arm there. Tato Turwa. Well, yes, I know. I mean, what he just said sounds kind of random. Imagine someone coming up to you and saying, oh, that's just Obama kissing someone's butt, you know, just a normal Wednesday. Are you right-handed? No, I am left-handed. That's why you see me drawing with my left hand. At least that's the simple explanation. So you're left-handed too, huh? Tato Turwa? It is a small world. Guessing which way the jacket goes. Sometimes I don't guess right. But that's one reason we draw in pencil now, isn't it? Sometimes the guesses are not all right. Over the years, which president do you think you've drawn the most? Oh, well, you know, I only started doing this in 1995, and I was doing local cartoons for 5 years, so I really only started with George W. Bush winning the election in 2000. I was drawing for the Honolulu Advertiser newspaper in Hawaii then. And I drew a whole lot of George W. Bush. And you know, I haven't drawn Obama as much as I drew George W. Bush, because I think I was more angry with George W. Bush, although I was not happy with Obama. Obama isn't as much fun as George W. Bush in the respect that George W. Bush was a funny character. You could always count on him saying something stupid. He was very emotional under the surface. and so you could give him body language and some below the surface anger that just shows through in the body language, and that's just fun. He was a wonderful character, and then he had all this wonderful stuff that built up over the years, you know, the throwing the shoes, the choking on the pretzel, and that's just all great stuff, and that makes him a rich character. Whereas Obama, he doesn't say the stupid stuff, and he's always pretty well considered, doesn't get angry, doesn't show much emotion at all, doesn't have those crazy stories, and so I tend to draw him more as a prop, and I tended to draw George W. Bush more as a character, like a comic strip character that you'd get knowing over the years that Charlie Brown's going to pull out the football, and it just becomes fun knowing what's going to happen because you know the character so well. And I don't feel like we ever got that from Obama. So I really only have, for my editorial cartooning career, I only have the two presidencies, the 16 years to draw on. Before that I was doing advertising art. I worked with the Muppets and I did toy design. So I wasn't really there, just a little bit, but not really there to draw all of the Clinton impeachment stuff, which was kind of a renaissance for American editorial cartoonists. Nothing more wonderful than impeachment and sex scandal. I did a little bit, but not much. I probably would like Bill Clinton best if I started doing this 8 years earlier. You know, Hillary, Pendragon says if Trump wins I'll have plenty to draw, but Hillary is a fantastic character. Hillary has she's like that well-developed comic strip character. You know what she thinks from her body language. Just a little hand on the hip in her pantsuit, you know, and she's got Bill Clinton following around after her. She's just she's full of wonderful character. Alright, he looks, I wanted to make him look a little bit awkward in his leaning over position. I think I got that. I want him to, I could have him on his toes a little bit. That might be kind of funny. Yeah, I think the Trump cartoons are kind of lousy, by and large. Not a lot of very sophisticated Trump cartoons. I drew a Trump cartoon earlier today. You can see it on darylcagle.com, and I've already got the video posted from my Twitch stream earlier today. Kim Jong-un defending the convention delegate selection process. Kim Jong-un is a great character. Dad was a good character too. I think Obama's probably going to need pinstripes. He might need for me to pull this leg farther forward because he's looking a little bit silly. Well, maybe this position is funny. I have to think about it a minute. It's awkward. But it might be funny. It might be good that it's awkward. Maybe his butt needs to be a little bit lower. Yeah, I think he needed that. Anyway, plenty of material for great cartoons no matter who wins. This jacket is too far up. Boy, I use up these erasers. I am Pendragon writes, Pinstripes will definitely add texture, however, he's always been more of a solid color suit kind of president, not saying he hasn't done them, but not as much. You're absolutely right. That is true. The pinstripe suit would be for me because it makes it better drawing. Yeah, that looks wrong. I'm gonna need some more pencils that have erasers on them. Well, the reason for a pinstripe suit would just be because he's in an awkward position. And if I don't have it, the position is less well defined. I am Pendragon writes, are your finals done in Bristol? No, they are done on this vellum. Do not use the Bristol. Oh, you want the pinstripes, huh, Bear Edwards? I haven't quite decided. I'm still deciding on whether to pull his left leg forward. I'm afraid he's going to need that. This is kind of struggling with this. All right, I'll do the shoe later. I am Pendragon writes, what's your reason for vellum? Reason for vellum is I like the way it grabs the pencil, and I like that I can do my rough sketch underneath it. Scans nicely, makes the pencil look like it's ink, but without all of the hassles of ink. Yeah, that's a little bit better. you're gonna have pinstripe. He did need that leg out there, and he needs his shoe to be farther out too, doesn't he? Boy, can't do one without the other. I am Pendragon writes, I've never tried vellum, so I'll give it a go. I'm mostly a comic book guy, so Bristol has been my go-to since day one. You know, when I was young and working for the Muppets, I got a job to do a Muppet comic book for Marvel. And I went into Marvel, and they gave me these sheets of Bristol, which were official Marvel drawing paper, and you had to draw on them in pencil, and then you had to have an inker draw on top of your pencil, and you had to draw in that exact size to their specifications and on their paper. And I said, I like to draw bigger, and I like to draw in pencil and have the pencil be my final line. And they said, well, you can do your own inking, and we'll pay you another $20 a page to do the inking on top of your big $50 a page for doing the Muppet comic book. But you got to do it our way. It's got to be pencil and ink and on our paper and in this size. And I turned the job down because I thought that was just too anal. And I didn't want to do it. I like to draw my way. I just do a different Muppet job. They kept me pretty busy in those days. I didn't like the $50 a page. That was outrageous. A lot of work on a good comic book. $50 a page. Bloody hell. That was $1980. Still. Still, it was terrible. Do something else. I'm not sure what $50 in $1980 is today. But still, I think comic book guys get underpaid. I was designing toys and doing ad work. I just wanted to do a comic book because it's kind of fun. I like Marvel. But, not there. People draw too small. Their paper wasn't big enough. And I had given up the ink even in those days. Ferocious Splash writes, it's been a while, Mr. Cagle. I finally have time to catch one of your streams. Excellent. So Ferocious, have you followed me yet? I do need the follows. I'm not begging for money here like some people do, but I am begging for follows. Quicker. Arts gets pegged because no material value. Pegged. Pegged like quantified? Muppets were a pretty hot commodity in 1980. I have no doubt that Marvel would have done well with that comic book. Well, I'm sure they did. Somebody else drew it. They just called the next artist down the list. Thank you for your nice follow, Ferocious Splash. So it has been pointed out that Obama does not actually wear pinstripe suits, and I am aware of this, but I feel I need it as a crutch in order to define his volume and get some dimensionality going here. Because he's in an awkward position. So this is part of the cartoonist bag of tricks that I felt I needed to rely on, since I'm kind of struggling with this odd position here. Yes, Disney now owns the Muppets and Marvel. This is true, and I have done quite a bit of work for Disney back in the day. I like Disney as a consumer, but I thought they were kind of stressful to work with in the 80s and 90s. Sketch card work. What is sketch card work, Pendragon? Not familiar with sketch cards. I don't think about drawing large. I just think that this is comfortable size for me to draw. I remember the kids in art school used to try to draw small. I went to Art Center College for a short time. I was just kind of horrified at how small everybody rendered everything, and the thinking at the time was it's easier to do things small, but I don't see that it's easier. Two 5x3x5 hand-drawn trading cards people buy and collect from artists all over the world is a big thing lately. 2x5x3x5. Huh. Okay. You know, I've had people mail me cards like that with a return envelope asking for a drawing. And I don't know these people, and I don't do it. Tato Turwa writes, how do you draw perfect lines? I don't know. I don't do anything perfect. No perfect lines for me. Keep in mind, he's got the pinstripe suit only because I needed it as my crutch. I know Obama doesn't really like the pinstripe suits. He wears plain gray suits. I remember that one time he wore a tan suit, and that was like, it made the cartoonists go crazy. Tan suit. I don't know about the shapes on it, on the cards. Turto Tour writes, it's like, why are you giving me this tiny card with shapes on it? I don't even know who you are. They send me a, like a 3x5 index card, and they ask for a drawing. And the 3x5 index card is blank. So is this something different? But yeah, strangers finding my postal address and sending me 3.5 cards. This is not something I have been responsive to. The artist's tile. When I give a speech or something, I do drawings for people. I'm pretty generous when they're in person. Pendragon writes, I sell a lot of them at conventions. It's an easy way for people to get original art without breaking the bank, and as an artist you can spend as little or as much time on it as you'd like since it's such a small space. Alright. I haven't been doing Comic-Cons for a while. I used to like going to the San Diego Comic-Con when I had a book out. You know, all those years I did the Best Political Cartoons of the Year books. And I would sit typically at the National Cartoonist Society booth. And that was kind of fun because I'd meet all these people I know and the books would sell. But I haven't been doing the books lately. And I feel like if I don't have a book to sell at Comic-Con, not much for me to do at Comic-Con. I don't really fit the Comic-Con genre. I used to give seminars at San Diego Comic-Con for an editorial cartoon panel, and I'd invite other editorial cartoonists. It was kind of nice. We got a decent enough crowd, but I think they lost interest in it. And then last year they invited me to do a seminar on the Charlie Hebdo murders. And I decided I didn't want to at the last minute. It was, well, not at the last minute, the last couple of months. Because so unpleasant. I felt bad about it, but I knew a couple of the guys, and it's just not a role I wanted to have. Giving a seminar to fans on my friends getting murdered. So, Tato Twa writes, what's your preferred drawing style? Comic book, anime, realistic, political cartoon? Basically, do you like drawing your people in the sort of caricature way you do? Yeah, you know, I do what I do now. I've just been doing editorial cartoons. I thought I would start doing some more ad work again, get back to my youth, but I haven't quite done that yet. So I've just, for years, I've just been doing the editorial cartoons. Okomi writes, do you think the U.S. is going Iraq or Saudi is going to, I guess, kiss Iraq or Saudi Arabia's ass? I think Obama is busy kissing Saudi Arabia ass right at the moment. It is interestingly blue today, isn't it? And we're off to the side here. Oh, my camera is falling down. That's why we're off to the side. There we go. Camera likes to roam. Here, I'll give it some more tape. Let me know if you see some more camera drift. Ouch. Ouch. There. It's still moving. Pendragon writes, I think he meant if we were going to attack them, which we don't, would they give us a lot of money? No, I don't think an attack on Saudi Arabia or Iraq or Iran is imminent. We're making deals with Iran now, and Saudi Arabia is supposedly an ally. Although I would argue that they're a bad guy. I suppose I'm kind of making that argument with this cartoon. That's a nice butt there. Now in a couple of minutes I'm going to have to quit and finish this up tomorrow morning because I've got a dinner meeting. Oh, pimples on the butt. Some hairs. What time tomorrow? Oh, I'm not sure. Probably around 11 o'clock. You know, if you miss me, you can see a tape. Let's see the video of my stream on darylcagle.com. I save all the videos there with the cartoons. You can go back and watch videos of the oldies. Well, all of them since I started streaming on Twitch. I know I should announce these times in advance and then people could plan to watch, but that requires a level of organization that is beyond me. Oh, you like the butt? Alright, this arm is kind of defining the position here, huh? You see that I have a kind of a shorthand repeated way of drawing all of my wrinkles in cloth. hey, if you guys would, I would much appreciate a little bit of word of mouth to try to build my audience here. Maybe some established guys would host my stream or something. Ask a favor. I don't really know people here. I haven't gotten into the Twitch community as I probably should. I just turn on the stream and start drawing. I do have it running on... oh, there's my alarm that I'm supposed to go to my meeting. Alright, come on, turn off, turn off, turn off. Alright, I'm gonna have to... Actually, this is... I'm getting to kind of a... Haven't thought through the way the cloth goes on the Saudi king situation here, so not a bad time for me to quit for the day. So folks, hey, thank you for joining me today, and I will pick this up tomorrow. I'm going to be doing this quite a while because I have to finish the drawing, plus I need to color it in Photoshop, so there will be some good amount of time spent on this one. Thank you for coming, and thank you for following. And we got 302 today. Wow, Tato 2 Tourtois and Terminus 1961. That's great. So, hey folks, that's the end of this for now, but I'll keep coming back, and I'll be back tomorrow, and thanks for coming. Okomi, Tato Tourtois, Bear Edwards, Pendragon. Thank you guys, I appreciate it. And I will see you soon. And that is the end of our portion of the drawing for today. Thank you, folks.